Hello everybody, welcome to a vlog from New York City, where it's very nice and hot. I'm just left Moscow, $500 lighter, but I have got a pair of glasses, which I'm very pleased about. Thank you to everybody who left a recommendation of where to get glasses from. As a first time glasses wearer, I went with Moscow because these are from there, and they're really comfy, and I have a really bad habit of putting glasses on my head. I'm concentrating and stretching them, and the Moscow in New York is really close to where I live, and you can go in. I've been in so many times to get them to tighten them up, and it's quite handy for me to go in because I walk past it so often. So based on all of that logic, I thought I'll stick to what I know. So yeah, I just got some frames that should be ready in a few days, so I'll show you them then. Yes, back in New York, very happy to be back. It's beautiful actually today, it's perfect. I'm so jet lagged, but onwards and upwards. Good morning guys. I always have a really good fringe in the morning. Other people with fringes will know that's what happens for a good night's sleep. It's the most perfect New York morning. You can probably tell by the way that the sun's coming into the kitchen. It's so beautiful out. Just gonna have some yogurt and berries, brekkie. I woke up at 6, so we're getting there for jet lag, and today is book club day. I actually lots of Buffy's things going on today, which is really nice. I'm going to start with the one where tickets will still be available, hopefully. I'm doing an event with Sezane in New York on the 10th of September at their store in Soho on Elizabeth Street. It's going to be a book swap event. I'm going to link the event page in the description box with all the information on, and those tickets are going on sale today at 2 p.m. New York time, but I'm hoping there might be just quite a big capacity this time around, bigger than I've done before, so I'm hoping that there'll be some left by the time this video's up. And if not, people always tend to kind of cancel last minute, like on the days running up to it there tends to be a few cancellations, so more tickets come available. So yes, please go have a look at that, and big thank you to Sezane for working with me on it, because yeah, it's just making so many things possible, like when brands are opening up their space for me to do these things in. And similarly, the book club tonight is at Phillips Auction House, so I'm really excited. I've just finished my reread of the book first thing this morning, and I'm just going to spend the day sorting out my thoughts about it a little bit. It's quite an emotional book, so I'm looking forward to talking about it with everybody, because it is definitely it's The Great Believers by Rebecca Mackay. It's definitely one of those ones that you want to talk to somebody about, because it made me cry quite a few times while reading it. So yeah, that's today, and on a book club day I always try and just have the day fully to myself to read and get my head on, so that then also I'm like full of energy for hosting in the evening. So a really nice day today, and I'll have some peanut butter with this. Yesterday I didn't feel like I was in my own body. Sometimes jet lag does this too. I just like, I can't remember, there's a quote, I've definitely mentioned it before, where somebody says being jet lagged is when your body arrives somewhere but your soul is still somewhere else. That was me yesterday. My soul was still in London. All day I was like, I don't know where I am. Probably going to get those glasses that I bought and think, what was I thinking? I don't think I was thinking that actually. Okay, I'm trying to decide what to wear for book club tonight. It's quite hot, well, it's very hot, it's like 30 degrees in New York today, but then it's going to get cooler at the evening and I'll be in an air-conditioned space. So basically I think I'm going to be too cold in this, but it's really beautiful. It's from Rouge. It's very flattering. I actually don't normally suit these kind of necklines because I just look like I have a shelf. But this isn't doing the shelf thing. It's really nice. It's going to be very hot tomorrow, so I might wear it tomorrow with some just flip-flops or whatever. Isn't it beautiful? What a great dress. I don't have very many things from Rouge, actually, and I like this a lot, but I'm not wearing it. Okay, I think I definitely want to wear this beautiful top from Row that I showed you in the last video too. I've put on the trousers from them to go with it, but I think it might be a little bit work-weary. I could just do what I keep doing at the moment, throw on a flip-flop to keep it kind of casual, because I do love that look. yeah, that does kind of work. I do really like how flip-flop dresses things down, but I might try on with some black jeans maybe. It's a very, very, very special venue for tonight, so I want to be quite dressed up, and I'm taking some photos beforehand, so I think the top's kind of perfect. Why am I out of breath from just walking to and from 2 rooms? Because I'm anxious, I think. Yeah, maybe not the trousers, although they're just, what a brand. I know I talked about them a lot in the last video, but what a brand. They are great. Hugely recommend them. Okay guys, I cannot believe that this is where I'm hosting a book club. We're just on 56th and Park in an art gallery. This artwork here is by an artist called Kine, which has actually all been sold. So it's especially special that we're sat around it, because this will be one of the only times that you can see it on the walls of a gallery, because it's all gone to private collectors, so it's going to be on people's walls. And these 3 are the originals, and then these are prints, and it looks so perfect. I can't believe it. I'm really nervous. We've just been taking loads of photos, and I've got my books here, and everything is set up. The team here are so lovely, and they have organised all of this. I wish that I could take more credit for it, but honestly, Phillips, thank you so much. They have gone above and beyond. And when I walked in here, I was like, I can't believe this is where we're going to host a book club. Like, this is just it's on Park Avenue. I can't believe it. I'm really excited for everyone to arrive, because I didn't know when I was like doing the comms for it, because I've been around this gallery before and writing the event description how to do it justice of what a big deal this was. So I can't wait for everyone to arrive and just to see their faces. This is where we're going to be sat talking about a book. And if you haven't read The Great Believers, it has a huge art theme in it. In fact, like, one of the tying themes throughout the whole book is art, which I was very glad when this book won, because obviously I picked 5 for us to choose from and tried to pick 5 with a vague art theme, knowing that it was going to be here. But this was the one also that Phillips were like, we really hope it will be The Great Believers. And I obviously had to say, like, it's a vote, I can't control it. And then it won, and so everyone was really happy. And I can't wait. I'm so nervous at the same time, but this is like one of those career moments that you have when you're like, I can't believe that this is something that I get to do and get to share with all of you as well. And this is what I want Buffy's to be, like, bringing these incredible opportunities that I get having done this job for so long to you, and to just create a community around that and allow people to come talk about books in incredibly chic settings. Truly don't know how I'm going to top this one though, I won't lie. Good morning everybody. It is Wednesday morning, night after book club. I'm slightly hungover, as I always am slightly hungover after book club. I feel like I end up drinking accidentally quite a lot of wine, because like someone's refilling your glass and you're just chatting, which is always the really dangerous combination, isn't it? But the evening was incredible. We really like got into the nitty gritty about the book, which was so great. On that venue, like, it was so great doing it there, and you could see. I think I showed you in the clip that I filmed, but you could see the setup from the street. So the whole night there was like people taking photos of us all sat in the gallery, talking about the book, which was it was so special. So yeah, I'm feeling really good today, and really like just warm and lovely inside. And we're announcing the next book, which is the Copenhagen trilogy. That's going to be the book for September, which I'm very excited about. So I'm going to announce that today. I'm going to take the book out with me and get some photos of it so I can post it on Instagram. And what else? I've got a really nice social day today. Actually, I'm seeing a friend for breakfast, I'm seeing a friend for lunch, and I'm seeing a friend for dinner. So a really nice day. And work bits in between, and just need to battle through this very nauseating hangover a little bit. It's going to be 35 degrees today, so it's a hot one. I might wear that dress that I didn't wear last night, the Rouge dress today. I think I'll feel quite nice in that. So yeah, that is me. Look at this great top. It's from a brand called Faithful, which actually probably lots of you have heard of it. But it's It's so nice. It's a bit see-through, but we're going with it because it's a 34-degree day and we're gonna make the most. But I feel like this is my favorite neckline at the moment. Really beautiful. And even though it's see-through, I think it still manages to be quite chic because it's very flowy and loose, so we're working with it. Good morning, everybody. For me in my glasses. I hope that aircon's not distracting. I'm going to turn it off. I picked them up yesterday and I can already tell this is going to be a new mannerism I pick up doing. I've already started doing it. I have to not do that. For someone who didn't really think that they needed glasses, even when the optician told me, I was like, are we sure? I feel like I just did a very good job of reading those letters out. When I put these on in the shop and then looked at like words on a page and looked at my phone, I was like, oh, that is different. It's making me feel very swimmy and weird right now, so I'm just gonna keep sitting and working on it. The guy at the shop said to not wear them yesterday because I picked them up at like 4 p.m. He said, do wear them as soon as you wake up in the morning when your eyes have been rested. So it's 7:30. I'm still waking up. I woke up at like 6:30, which is earlier than I would like. I'm not the biggest early riser. 7:30 is my ideal. So I'm still waking up a little bit earlier. So I've just been sat at my desk just going through the photos from Philips. I got the film back. I'm going to share it on Instagram today, hopefully. But it looks so good. I can't believe it. It looks incredible. I'm really excited to share it online. And I think I said already, but this one, the book club, so I'm just about to put together the poster for announcing the details of that. And then I'm shooting today. I've got something to shoot for Monica Veneda and Dear Francis. Sorry, my brain's quite slow. I'm awake, but I am not fully awake, which I'm excited about. I'm really excited to shoot that actually. So I just am planning those outfits. And then I've got a lunch meeting and then we'll shoot this afternoon and then I've got dinner with friends again tonight. So a very lovely day, a very productive day. And I'm going to the US Open on Monday with J. Crew, which I'm also very excited about. I've got so many amazing work things happening at the moment. I really am so incredibly grateful. So I've got a big box of bits to unpack from them and try all that on and make sure that's okay. I'm really aware of these new mannerisms I'm going to pick up, like twitching my nose and wanting to push them up all the time. But yeah, these are the glasses I got. They're from Moscot, and they're like an olivey green. I did try on the black, which I really liked as well. But then as soon as I put these on, I was like, oh, that's like a tiny bit less harsh. And I thought I wanted a pair of see-through ones because I was worried that I was going to find being able to see the frames really distracting, which I can see them. But the guy in the shop, he had on like really round, really thick black ones, and he was like, whatever style you have, you just get used to it. So don't limit yourself on what style you'd like based on that concern, because you will just get used to whatever you have. I wonder if I need to get them tightened a little bit. I'm quite sweaty at the moment, won't lie. So they're slipping off my nose. It's a miracle to think something could slip off a nose this large, but regardless, they're finding their way down. So I might nip in and get them tightened a little bit. But I really like them. They're really like they're just a pair of glasses, aren't they? But these I don't really suit glasses. I think because of the old schnoz, and sometimes I feel like I look like I'm wearing like a joke nose and glasses combination. All is missing is a little mustache. So trying them on was a humbling experience, at the very least. For so many that I stood in the mirror like, I don't know why I thought that would work for me. It was really not. So having to go for something classic feels like the best. But yeah, I think I need to go get them tightened up, or just put the air conditioning back on so that I'm a bit less hot. It is so hot. Hello everybody, it's Friday morning, and I've decided to have a very lovely solo New York day. Very on top of work at the moment, which I always say with a level of trepidation that someone's then going to instantly message me and be like, no you're not. But I am going to go to the Natural History Museum because I've never been before. Did I call it the Natural History Museum? The American Museum of Natural History, that is what it's called. So I'm going to go there, and then if I've got time I might go to the New York Public Library because they have now I'm forgetting what the collection's called, but I don't know how recently it's been on view or not, but they have like a selection of very important documents that they have in their vast collection on view, like historical letters and things like that. So if I've got time to do that, I will do that. And then I'm going to come back downtown and go for a massage. And then, depending on how I feel after that, I might go get my nails done. This is like ultimate self-care day. I'm very hungry, so we're going to start off with having a massive breakfast while I sit and reply to messages on the Substack. We've all been talking about the book on there. And yeah, I really can't wait. This is like my ideal day, and nice to do something a little bit touristy. Because yeah, like I said, I've never been to the Natural History Museum. I can't want to call it the National History Museum. I'm tripping off over myself. And I believe they have a new atrium of some sort that looks very beautiful that I mostly want to go and see that. I haven't booked any of the individual, like there's like a butterfly room, an elephant room. I haven't booked those. I'm just gonna, you know, do a whip around. I do have my method around museums and galleries is one of high pace. Made it at town. I'm a bit late, the train took ages, but we are here. Cannot believe how big it is in here, and that I thought I was going to do this in a day. I'm having to like, is this a room I've not been in? Oh, it's ginormous. Having to like fast track it. I've just come back. I've not read a single plaque the whole time. They're just simply too much to take in. I've done a whole floor and maybe half another floor, and I think there's at least one more floor that I could do. Also wearing my glasses because I'm stopping and reading stuff all the time, but I am struggling with them. I need help from fellow glasses wearers. It's fine if I'm like sat reading, but as soon as I walk around with them on, I'm like, oh, I feel like the floor's coming up to meet me. I'm having a lovely time. So great. Yeah, you could spend so much time in there. It's absolutely huge. But I loved it. It was so interesting. I would love to go back and do like a room at a time and really take it all in, but it was quite like awesome would be the word. Like, it was really special. So I'm so glad I did that. It's just ginormous. It's similar to how the Met feels when I go around the Met, where I'm like, there's so much to see, but you almost can't actually effectively take it all in. So I'm just going to walk to a bookshop that I've always wanted to go to, which I've never been to because I'm never really uptown that often. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a coffee, and then we'll head back home. I'm having the loveliest day. Good morning guys, from Brooklyn. It's Saturday morning and there's a new wine bar, cafe, bookshop place opened in Brooklyn called Ane that I really want to go check out, so I'm gonna go and have a coffee there. It's not too far from mine, it's only like 15 minutes on the train. And yeah, I'm excited, it sounds right up my street. Okay, apparently it's actually been open for a year, so it's not new at all. It's very cute. Just gonna sit outside and read my book, which is The Gilead by Marilyn, what's her surname? Robinson? I'm going to talk about it more when I finished it. At the moment I've got mixed feelings about it, but I'm going to sit and have a nice read. Over here, these shoes from Dear Francis, little red mesh pumps. At my absolute favourite bar in Manhattan, look at this tiny little half-pint Guinness. It's called Swift. It's my favourite because they do the best pint of Guinness I've had in New York, and it's kind of like an English pub, and it's so nice to come with friends or on your own. I recommend it a bit less on a weekend evening because it gets a bit kind of frat party-ish, but they have like live music on a Tuesday. I love it, it's so good. And when I first ever came to New York, the first place I lived was more or less next door to it. So I had a lot of my kind of first memories of living here. So it's very, very dear to me as well. And I always bring anyone that comes to visit here. So it's my little New York hot tip. I'm just sat reading, waiting for my friend Jo. Good morning, everybody. Look how puffy I am. Goop sent me these under eye things. I actually never used stuff like this because I never remember to do stuff like this. I was so puffy when I woke up this morning. I had a few drinks last night, so that's probably why, but I am hangover free. I was in bed by 9. Nothing crazy, but crazy enough to have very puffy eyes. I also was editing this video and realised that about 50% of it is me in this dressing gown, which I think is a sign of a successful week. It's from Deji Studios, by the way. They do the best dressing gowns. I have the one in London that I wear all the time is from them too. And I'm just making my brew, and I'm going to sign off this video here. It felt fitting to do it in the dressing gown. And I had this on for like 5 minutes to do it off and see. It does feel really nice and cooling. I don't know how much they work. I still look puffy, but it felt very nice to put that on my eyes this morning. Yeah, I'm going to finish this vlog here. I'm going to film this week the part 2 of the wardrobe's favourite, which I promised because of the pieces that I've got here that I couldn't include in the one that I filmed in London, but I know it's going to be much shorter. It's probably going to be half the time because of the previous one, because most of my stuff is there. Oh my gosh, is there. But yeah, I'm going to film that this week, so that will be the next video that you get. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, and thank you so much for watching. My little birdie just came to visit. Oh, he's gone. I was going to show him and he left as quick as he arrived. But yes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.